Rylan Clark has revealed that seeing Eamonn's heartbroken response to his depression gave him the wake-up call he needed to try and get back to his best. Speaking in his new book, which has been serialized in The Sun, Rylan tells how his step-parents Eamonn and his wife Ruth Langsford came to see him at home after being secretly invited by his concerned mum Linda. The surprise visit came at a time Rylan was in and out of a mental health hospital, where he was treated for depression. Rylan says he went into a downward spiral, where he said he considered taking his own life and lost the ability to speak, after his marriage imploded. The presenter's husband Dan walked out after Rylan admitted he had cheated in the past. Rylan said the revelation and the devastating aftermath pushed him to the brink, and he spent 3 months lying in bed at his mum's house in between checking in and out of a treatment center. It was during this dark period that Rylan's mum Linda, who fans will know from Celebrity Gogglebox, invited TV stars Eamonn and Ruth to visit. Writing in his book 10, The Decade That Changed My Life, Rylan says seeing Eamonn's response to his illness gave him the inspiration he needed to try and feel normal again. He writes, "I remember how their faces looked when they saw me, seeing how badly ill I was, and then Eamonn became very upset. I'd never seen Eamonn get upset like that before, and that was like a wake-up call. I remember thinking, do I look that ill? Am I that bad? It was just awful. They stayed with me all that day." Rylan formed a close bond with husband and wife presenting duo Ruth Eamonn during their time together on This Morning. Much to fans' delight, Rylan and Ruth returned to host the show in the summer while Holly Willoughby and Philip Schofield were on their summer break. Speaking at his book launch this week, Rylan said he thought fans would have worked out something was very wrong with him last year when he cancelled all appearances as Hess always on the telly. Speaking at an event at London's Royal Festival Hall on Wednesday night, Rylan reflected on that time and said, "It is no secret that my marriage broke down last year. And I disappeared for 5 or 6 months, and people knew when I didn't turn up for work that something was wrong because I am always on f***ing telly, you know what I mean? But the truth is what I went through last year was so revisited with writing about it. A lot of people said to me, especially my publishers, it will be cathartic. It will be a good thing for you. And it was to a certain extent, but actually it was awful because you will find out in the book just how bad I got from my own self, and it was." The book opens with a disclaimer, put it that way. "That is how bad it got. For someone looking from the outside in, I look as if I have the perfect life. You know, I have got a family, I am lucky to have money in the bank, I have got a regular job, but things are not always as they seem. In my head it was really difficult." Referencing how bad things got, he told the audience, "I went back to physically being in that situation, and no one can help you. Anyone who is in a situation where you are in such a deep, dark place, please talk to people. Please do this and please do that. But I will be completely honest with you, like I have always tried to be, you are the only one who can get out. You are the only one. I was the only one who could physically dig my nails into that mud and try and pull myself up. I have got an amazing family and team around me, and I have got amazing friends. I was in a very lucky position. I could pay money and be put in a place. I was admitted to a mental health unit, which is effed up for me to sit here and say now because I don't know that person. I just never thought that would happen to me. The Decade That Changed My Future by Rylan Clark is out on September 29, is published by 7 Dials. If you're struggling and need to talk, the Samaritans operate a free helpline open 24/7 on 116 123. Alternatively, you can email Joe at Samaritans.org or visit their site to find your local branch.